Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video to share with you guys. This is my 2026 Health and Planner Journal walkthrough. I'm using this Hobonichi Wix Dupe because I find the paper more pleasant and genuinely I just don't want to spend $40 on like a notebook. I think it's too much. Um, I've been using one book for everything life related. This year, my friend gave me this Hobonichi cousin. I hated the paper from day one until now. I I have been diligently filling it up, you can see, and even though I'm not like a huge fan of this, and I'm definitely not getting another Hobonichi for 2026, but my I have decided to separate two this one book, which was my health, my life, my appointments, my journal, my everything except for work. I have like a super cheap $5 planner for my work. That's the top that I'm willing to spend on anything work related. Um, but I realized that I need a smaller size, which is why let me show you. I hope you cannot see my head popping into the frame. I've ordered this little book. It's a 6 months common planner, undated. Not a huge fan of the layout, but it was very inexpensive. I mean, the most inexpensive option that I have found. So that's why I'm using this for just general life things, daily journaling, like life appointments, um, stuff like that. I will be setting this up later, but today we're talking specifically about the health and like health and wellness journal. Let's go. I have filmed how I was decorating it, but that video just did not have any sound whatsoever. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna just subtitle a 40-minute video. So I will just walk you through the setup. The cover, I chose this cute pastel blue and yellow cover that Kimboard did this year, and I have added a couple of stickers. I got this off Etsy. I think the brand name, like the shop owner name is Malvina, which is super cute because there is like a childhood book that I used to read, and I loved Malvina. Like the main character, she had pastel blue hair and she was super strict and she was like, no nonsense. I loved her. Anyhow, so I put on the Stay Cook stickers, two little stars, little hearts, just cutesy. On the inside, I don't know, like the kind of the green sticker is not really going with the colors, but it's okay. I just put like a red haired girl writing and drinking coffee, and literally that's me. I have a similar sticker in this book, which is kind of like this is so cute, and I love how well it fits with the color. I don't know, but anywho, this is the front. I have realized that I will not be using the first couple of pages. I don't know, like I think it was the year at the glance or something. Just rent. Okay, you can see it like a little. The glue is not gluing. So let's fix it quickly. I am not one of those people who want to use every single page or like care that much. So I'm just gluing these pages together and I'm calling it a day. So this is the first spread, which I think it's unnecessary, and honestly, I was half tempted to just glue it all together. But then I realized that I can use, because this is a strictly health, beauty wellness planner, I've realized that I can use this monthly with like a track of everything. I would be putting my start weight and my start measurements for the months on the top. So start weight and measurements. I would not be like writing it down every single time. I will just put like weight measurements. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I will be putting a list of all the skincare items that I've been using, the brand name, the item name. So this way I can kind of track what kind of products I've been using. The same for hair and supplements. I'm going to be tracking what kind of products I'm using. Also, excuse my voice. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I will be checking the products I'm using, and if I like something or if I don't like something, I can always rate it or just put a mark that I liked it or that I did not like it. And the bottom is to put my weight and measurements, like the end weight and measurements for the month. How many calories I've actively burned. I'm tracking this on my Apple Watch. Um, because I am losing weight right now, and to lose 1 kilogram of fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit of 7,000 calories. So I am doing the calorie deficit mainly through physical activities because I don't want to cut out my food that much. So I will be putting the total number of calories that I've burned that month, and then I can just divide it by 7,000, and it will tell me how much weight I should have lost that month. I also will be putting how many days I hit my protein goals, how many days I worked out, and how many days I've done my minimum daily steps count. So this is the plan. I think that should work well. I will only be updating this page once a month, or like twice a month in the beginning and in the end. So I'm not going to be flipping between the pages. Because what annoys me with Hobonichi is that I constantly need to flip through the entire planner every single day to the monthlies, to the weeklies, and to the dailies. I think that's incredibly ridiculous layout, and I do not understand a single person who like loves it. It's just so weird to me to constantly be going like this. Anyhow, so this is that. I have not decorated the following months. I just did like the initial first 4 months to know that what I'm going to be doing the rest of the year. So this is a little bit weird to me how just the thing goes straight into the monthlies. I think there is a lot of other settings like setup pages that could have been put into the beginning of the planner. But you can see I have already decorated January. I did not put my appointments yet. I will have them in January. So I will be doing it as I go. But again, I will not be flipping to this page that often because I usually remember if I have an appointment, and I can just check as I go. So that's it. Then we are finally, I'm not gonna put any tabs on the months. I think it just makes the planner bulky and ugly, and like you can see that I'm using only 3 tabs in my yearly planner. I just pull one, pull, like I I put it I put it like this, um, like I pull it out and I put it on another page, and the same goes for the weeklies, and the same goes for the dailies. So here, what do we have? Like, I think these 2 pages should have been here, but okay. So I have this spread, and I've had this cutest stickers that I got off some random website. And I've decided that what I'm gonna do with this bread is I'm going to put my measurements. So I measure my chest, my waist, and my hips. And when I don't forget, I measure my thigh. But I think it would be kind of fun to measure my, I don't know, my maybe my ankles as well, or like my neck. I don't know, like can neck actually lose weight, or like do you need to lose like 30 kilograms to have your neck getting smaller? Or like maybe like this, maybe like the top of my arm, because that's that's my problematic area. Always had it. So I will be at the end of 2025 when I do my final measurements at the end of December. I will put my measurements on this page, and um, by the end of 2026, I will put the new measurements, the end new measurements on this page, and I will see if I have made the progress that I'm planning to make. And maybe I will overdo myself, which would be amazing. I still really don't know what to use this space for, because I already have like my monthly measurements planned to be on this page, right? Maybe I will switch and do something else for this section. Not sure. Maybe I will, you know, put the maybe like I will track my January, like my monthly weight and measurements in terms of like I weigh myself in every week or so, and I measure myself like every 3 to 4 weeks. So maybe that's what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe I will just be writing down the weight every week and the measurements as I make them. Don't know it, but I just think it's a very cute kind of page. I have not set up my weekly because it's still December and I don't want to rush into the new year whatsoever. But just to kind of walk you through what I'm going to be doing, this will not be pre-planned whatsoever. So my goal is to, like, I track all my food. So my goal is to probably separate like this. So this would be like a whole thingy for every day. So I will be writing down all the foods that I eat, all the calories for those foods, because I find it very helpful to write down how many calories I have in each ingredient. It's very rare for me to make complicated meals myself, that has like so many ingredients and so many stuff that it would make sense to just put the general amount of calories for the entire thing. um, Usually if I have a meal like that, it's somewhere out, or if I like go to Whole Foods and get myself a bowl of soup. I really don't know the ingredients and what, like, how many calories in each, so obviously I would put the total. But I do like to write down all the ingredients that I'm using for every meal, because that way I know exactly what have been put into my body. So I'm thinking that this entire thing and maybe some of this space will be just recollection of my food diary. And you can see that currently, like, this takes, I don't know, this much space, this much space, this much space. There is no way of saying how much space I would need for every day, because again, it just depends on the ingredients and on the meal that I'm having. But that's the plan. I will be putting the amount of protein that goes into every ingredient or every meal. And at the end of the day, I will just combine all the proteins to see if I reached my protein goal for the day. and I will combine all the calories together to see if I am within the allowed budget. Also, I take a lot of supplements daily. I do have some supplements that I'm taking on some days. I'm doing some hair routines that I do like one by one. Like one day I do this, the other day I do that. So using a standard tracker is not useful for me. So I will be putting it down. Like for example, today is the day I take my iron supplement. So I will put like iron in a little triangle or like something. And when I take that, when I take the iron, I will just mark it off that I took it. Same goes for my hair procedures. Um, if that day like I need to do something else, I will also put it specifically for that day. I do not track my sleep, even though I see a lot of people who do that. I don't need to do it. I usually sleep very poorly, but now I'm taking a new supplement which actually is helping me to sleep better. And but I really don't think that I want to be like sit in and put in extra dots every day. I think it's just for me. I don't care. I do not track my water because I drink enough water. Usually, I drink about 3 liters every day. The lowest I go is 2 liters. I've taught myself that. I've spent months and months and months building that habit, and now finally I'm here. So I'm not tracking that. And I will not be doing any pre-planning on these pages. So that's that. The main idea for me to have a separate health planner is that I want to be in one page every day. So I do not want to flip through my planner for my health. I just want to have everything in one place for the entire week. So this will be the only spread I will be using. Going back to these pages, this is a little ugly. It didn't work out. I do not. I just. It is a little bit ugly. Anyhow, so the first thing here is my 2026 health tracker. So what I'm going to be doing is that I have like blood work that I need to do, and I need to track when I will be repeating it. Um, I am I will be putting like the date when I started a new supplement and the action I need to take. Like for example, reevaluate in a couple of months or take a break or something like that. I'm doing this now in Hobonichi. It is a little messy and it's kind of all over the place. So I really want to make it more consistent in one place. And I will be using this page occasionally, not every day, not every week. So it's not going to be annoying me to flip through the entire planner. All like the dentist, like the teeth cleaning, I don't know, yearly checkups, everything goes in here. And like I don't know, changing my toothbrush, all goes here. So second is my skincare, hair care, all of that inventory. So I have started doing this year, and you can see it is super messy. You cannot really understand what's happening in here. Essentially, I think like every girl, I have a bunch of skincare and hair products and all of that sitting in my drawers because I keep ordering new stuff to try, and I just forget that I have something. And I realized that instead of doing so, what would be way less wasteful, and um, I would not be spending so much money on stuff all the time. I am putting the item name, the item quantity, and I will be marking if it's currently in use. And once I took, like, if I have, like, say, three cleansing balms of the same brands, they go into one line. I put three, then I took one into use. I crossed three, put two, and like mark off that it's currently being used. And I think that I did not give myself enough space because I do have a lot of skincare, especially hair care as well. I don't have that much body care because mostly I use the same products that I use on my face. I use the same products on my body, except for the moisturizer. I use, like cheaper moisturizer on my body than I use on my face. But otherwise, like the toners, the serums, it's all the same. This column is super exciting for me. I am very into Middle Eastern perfumes. I have been like have been using them since I cannot remember when, like very, very, very old age. Old age? Ugh. Probably I wanted to say since I was very, very young. That was so long ago. Oh my god. Yeah, so I have a lot of perfumes, and I also do have a tracker in here, here and here. And essentially what I do is that if you ever use Middle Eastern perfume, you know that a lot of times you need to let them sit before you can actually use them. So what I'm going to be doing is put the name of the perfume, the date when I got it. So I got the perfume, I opened the box, I sprayed perfume out like 8, 10, 15 times, um, put it back, and check them. First time, I mean, if it's good right off the bat, it's good right off the bat. Like there are perfumes that are very nice immediately as you spray them first time. But there are a lot of perfumes that need to be sprayed out and need to be waited on for a little time. So I will put when I got them in, and then I will be putting the date when I check them and write down the comments. If the smell has changed, if the notes, like some notes are more prominent, what it smells like to me. I think it's very fun, and I think it's something that you could do just to kind of relax and indulge yourself, I guess, in something that is not serious at all, but it still kind of looks like it is a little bit serious. So I think it's just a fun way to spend your time. This is it. So the rest of the pages for now they are sitting free. I do not know what I'm going to be using them for. Maybe I will need more checkers. I predict that I need more item inventory. I would need more space eventually, so I will be adding that at some point to these pages. I will probably need to extend my perfume list because I have a lot of perfumes and I get a lot of new perfumes as well. So yeah, that's kind of it. In the back, again, you can see I did not even glue. I just stapled all of those extra pages because again, I just do not need them and I don't want them to be flipping around and annoying me. I think that's kind of very simple way of using a book like this. And I think what I want to emphasize is that simplicity is the key, in my opinion, because I see a lot of people making these planners like extra, super extra. Like they have 5 different trackers, they track every single thing that they do. I'm like, why? Like, I don't know. It's kind of strange to me. But on the other hand, maybe tracking your perfumes as well, it's something strange to somebody else. So I think that what works for me may not work for others, and what works for others may not work me, and that's normal. And it's normal to have different opinions and say them. I do not like this. It's just so ugly, like guys. It's so ugly. Why? I cannot fix it, obviously, but damn. Ugh. I wish I could just erase this part. But okay. Anyhow, I hope this was slightly helpful. I am planning to film the actual setup for this planner. I was super excited about this one. I'm like so bummed that um, the sound just did not record. But I will try to record. Ugh, I will try to record this, the setup of this one. I'm not super excited about this. It's just super simple. Again, it's the same layout as a Hobonichi, a lot of extra useless space, a lot of flipping around. As you can see, this is the monthlies, this is the weeklies, and then you have the dailies. I don't understand this. Please explain me. Like, is there a story behind this? Like, I guess this is like this is just some I think this is someone on YouTube is making these planners, so I'm guessing Hobonichi is way older in this regard. So does anyone know why Hobonichi suddenly decided that this is the layout people want? Why? So I am like in this daily writing something down, then I need to go to the weekly to check something off, and I need to go why? Okay, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to say thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Write down in the comments what kind of planners are you using. If you're using a health planner for this 2026 season, and if you do, how did you guys set it up? And I will see you in the next video. Bye.